What's up, guys? I'm just a gamer and I'm back with another video. This is both my reaction to the hype trailer that came out a while back for SGF, which is literally an hour away, but honestly, it's more like 30 because I'm pretty sure there's a pre-show. And I initially didn't react to it because it's really short. I think this is the shortest hype trailer they've ever released. It's only like 30 to 40 seconds long. And then the other part of this is going to be basically my predictions for SGF, which again is, minutes away at this point. So not much else to go to get into, or we have a lot to get into, so let's just get to it.
Right on time.
Wait, was that Joanna Dark? Bro, was that?
It's easy to go a
That's
step too far.
There's
John
a
Walker.
war you don't see.
You seem to come
But there was
by
another.
as we like.
That's Blood Message. Okay. Okay, cool. There's some things we need to go over. All right, so real quick, breaking this down, we have Black Flag Resynced, which I guess we'll see more stuff there. This is Fortnite for sure, most definitely. This, though, isn't this old school Joanna Dark? Like, isn't this the image from the 360? Like, is Perfect Dark still alive? Holy, that's crazy. In fact, let me write this down real quick. Let me write this down real quick because I did not, I did not see like it can't be. It has that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that is Perfect Dark Joanna, like she from the trailer they showed a long time ago. But I doubt. I don't know. We'll have to see that because that's crazy. And then this, that's got to be either Forza or something. Obviously, First Light. This right here, when I first saw it, that is a scene from Blood Message. So we will definitely be seeing more of Blood Message. Again, this was like the Chinese, I believe, version of like God of War that we saw a while back. It's like it's like father-son adventure or like or father-son epic similar to God of War, like the Chinese take on it. So this is from that, and we see it later on as well. So I was gonna predict that we were gonna see Blood Message. This one I don't know. I don't know this one. It could be something familiar, and I'm just not thinking about it. But I'm not sure about this one. That is obviously Fortnite. That's Fortnite. That's gotta be. That's Stranger Than Heaven. Come on. This is from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. They already know there's gonna be a third game, but maybe this is DLC. Control Resonant. I don't think we're gonna see anything more of Control Resonant. We had a big new trailer at PlayStation. I don't think they'll show anything new at SGF. This is that's Blood of Dawn Walker, if I'm not mistaken. This is also from Blood Message. So we are definitely seeing Blood Message at SGF. Oh, Galaxy Racer, Star Wars, Dawn Walker. This one I don't know. I don't recognize this one. Yeah, this one I don't know. Oh, this could be Star Wars Zero Company. Like wasn't it like they making like an RTS Star Wars game, or not RTS, but like a strategy, like kind of similar to like a strategy game, Star Wars game, and it was called Zero Company or something like that. Maybe that's that. That could be that. Maybe this one is. I don't recognize. This doesn't look like Tides of Annihilation. This doesn't look like Ties of Annihilation. What is this? Oh, this could be Warlock. This was announced at the last, you know, it was either SGF or it was the Game Awards. Warlock. Warlock. Hold on. Gosh darn it, what's wrong with me not being able to spell? Gotcha. So this could be that. I don't know. There's something about this that looks like it might not be that. Like her head figurine, like I don't know. Could be Warlock, or it could be something new completely. That's got to be again Forza, First Light, Control, again Blood Message. Yeah, like this one. Again, this one I don't know. Could be Dawn Walker with all the blood and everything, but I don't think so. So I don't know about this one. Obviously, Black Flag Resynced. That's Blood Message as well. That's Fortnite. That's Stranger Than Heaven. Um, Not sure about that one. Could be Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, or it could be something else. Obviously, Dawn Walker, Galaxy Racer. It's Zero Company. It was Zero. I can't remember its name, but I think it's Zero Company. Stranger Than Heaven again. That's Stranger Than Heaven. That's also Stranger Than Heaven. That's First Light. That's Among Us. Control Resonant. Stranger Than Heaven again, and that was it. Okay, so a few like basically a few confirmed things we'll probably be seeing at SGF. Quite a few there. Very, very interesting. Very, very cool. All right, guys. So with that out of the way, now it's time to jump into my predictions. Again, this is gonna be very fast, just because SGF is starting any minute, like very not any minute, but very soon, and I just want to get my predictions out there so I can say I was right before before I lose that opportunity. So, starting off, I believe we're gonna finally see something from Judas. I'm gonna say that every time, and every time it ever doesn't show up. But I think because we've gotten interviews from Ken Levine lately, we're gonna be maybe seeing something from Judas. The basically the next iteration or the next game in the line of games similar to Bioshock. I mean, literally made by the guy who made Bioshock, Ken Levine. So, point is, I think we'll see something from Judas, and then Jeff Keighley and Kojima, they're best freaking friends. So maybe we'll finally get an update to OD or Knock, whatever that thing was called. Again, the thing is though, it's tied to Xbox. Like it is a Xbox. Is it an exclusive Xbox game or is in partnership with Xbox? So there's actually a better like a better higher chance it could show up at the Xbox showcase on Sunday. But again, Jeff and Keeley are very good friends, and Xbox is only recently saying they're going back to exclusives, so they may not have had anything set up yet for that. So I would say maybe we'll see something from OD, Kojima's game at SGF. I'll say that. Moving along, I want to say we'll probably see the new NetherRealm game, which is more than likely Injustice 3. It's been a long time coming. People have been waiting for it. They pretty much knew it was happening. I think it's time we see something. Maybe a quick little cinematic trailer or CG trailer of some kind, but I think we'll maybe see Injustice 3. Another game with a good chance of showing up would be the new Torok or the rebooted Torok. We've seen like people have had hands on with it and stuff like that at events already in the past. So I think it's time for us to see something new. And then from there, I would say Virtual Fighter. We did really they saw what did we saw something about Virtual Fighter at was it the Game Awards or was it somewhere else that we saw something of Virtual Fighter? Am I misremembering that? Was that maybe just Evo stuff and I'm just misremembering? But I could have sworn that we saw something Virtual Fighter not too long ago, and it was at a Keeley event. So I'm gonna stick with saying Virtual Fighter has a good chance of showing up. And then Blood Message, which I again like I had predicted that for PlayStation. Uh, because again they've been doing recently a good job of like showing off like you know Chinese and Korean developers their games, and but they didn't show up. But now for a fact we know Blood Message will be at SGF. So taking that out. I will say then that we will see maybe you know what? I'm just gonna say all three. I'm gonna say we're gonna see more Tides of Annihilation. We're gonna see more of Genegod's Neza. We're gonna see more of Wuchi the Wayfarer. I'm gonna go all in. No Project Windless. I think that's more a PlayStation, centric or focused game. So I'm gonna say those three. But yeah, because Blood Message, we already pretty much know that it will show up. Um, and then see, I was gonna say Belmont's Curse. But then, 'cause I said that for PlayStation, but what ended up showing up at PlayStation was Silent Hill. So it's like, no, you know what? I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna say we'll see something new for Belmont's Curse, maybe even a release date, just because either that or a delay. Because originally it said coming 2026. It's supposed to come out this year. So maybe we'll either get a release date for this game, or we're going to get a delay for Castlevania Belmont's Curse. Gonna put that in there. And then, so going back to the trailer we just saw, perfect. Like it's so weird seeing the Joanna Dark, Perfect Dark, uh, her eyes, her character model from the CG trailer. I'm pretty positive that was the Perfect Dark Zero Joanna Dark. I'm pretty positive that was her. So it's crazy to me that we might be seeing Perfect Dark still alive in some way. That's insane to me. So we're gonna see Galaxy Racer for sure. We're gonna see Star Wars again. I think it's Zero Company or is it Rogue Company? I don't think it's Rogue. I think it's Zero Company. We're gonna see that. And then again, I wasn't sure about that one like organic Feist lady stabbing that one knight. I Part of me wants to say that's Warlock, but I just don't know because from behind it didn't look like it might. Because again, that they have that one actress. I forget her name and I just don't think that's her. I don't think it's her. So maybe it is not Warlock, but it could be something else. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna stick with Warlock. Just put Warlock in there, and then uh, I think it's too early for John Wick. If it didn't show up at PlayStation, even though it was announced there last time, I don't think it'll show up. Maybe another thing for Four Loop. No, no, no. I'm not gonna. No for loop. No for loop. No John Wick. Taking that out. I'm not putting that in there. I don't think either of those. Uh, you know what? That's a good chance. I'm surprised it didn't show up at PlayStation, but because it is multi-platform, maybe we'll see Kenna too. Scars of Kazmora or Kenna Scars of Kazmora. Maybe because it's multi-platform, it'll show up at SGF instead of PlayStation. Because PlayStation, despite having their own showcase already happening, they're not going to want to miss out on SGF. They're still going to want to show stuff at SGF. So because Kenna is multi-platform, it has a good chance, I think, of showing up at SGF. So let's lock that in. And trying to think what else. Well, this was mostly. We'll get into the spoiled, mostly kind of confirmed already uh aspect of this, but like apparently a Crazy Taxi remake or revival is happening, and this got like spoiled because the original, the popular Crazy Taxi song. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I think it's Offspring. they just announced they made a new song, or they're releasing a new song or some shit, and they announced that it was going to be shown off or seen on today, basically during the Game Awards. So it's like it's and the picture of it is them like in a taxi. So like it's pretty much kind of confirmed. Uh Same thing with this one's a bit more dubious. Apparently images of Persona 6 showed up and Sega immediately took them down. So high to mid chance we could be seeing a Persona 6 reveal of some kind, whether it be just a quick little it's in development or we'll actually get maybe like like a character art or something, a concept trailer, something Persona 6. Either way, it was spoiled, leaked. And then the big one, Square Enix. Again, I think the biggest bet or the best bet, most people are saying like it's happening, it's confirmed, there's no way two ways about it, it's happening. So it's gonna be Final Fantasy 7 Part 3. And I'm just very curious to see if, you know, so many people are dead set that it is happening. So like I'm just gonna go ahead and say that's spoiled and that is happening. Uh Another one I would say is again, people are saying GTA 6, but I don't know cuz I feel like it'd be weird if GTA 6 does show up here just because they're so big, they can do their own event. They don't need anybody else. They can do their own event. And it would generate even more. Sorry, it would generate even more hype than if it showed up at SGF. But the fact that if it showed up at SGF is kind of crazy. So I don't know. That's a tough one. Yeah, yeah. Let's just go. Let's just say let's just say GTA 6 will show up. Let's just go with it. Let's just say GTA 6 is gonna show up. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for yeah, I think that's gonna do it for my predictions for this SGF. I'm gonna say these are my predictions for this SGF. Let me see if I can get this on screen just so I. There we go. There we go. So yeah, from the top we got Judas, OD, Injustice 3, Turok, Something Perfect Dark, Warlock, Galaxy Racer, Star Wars Zero Company, maybe Kenna, because it's still multi-platform. We got Belmont's Curse, Virtual Fighter, Blood Message, but that's pretty much confirmed, so I can't even put that. I'm gonna say Tides of Annihilation, Jenna God's Neza, Wushi the Wayfarer, something from you know something from one or all three of these would be cool in my opinion. Again, GTA 6, man, I don't know. Again, because I just feel like they're so big they don't need SGF, but at the same time, they know that a lot of people watch SGF, so let's just leave it in there. And then what's already been spoiled technically is Persona 6, Final Fantasy 7 Part 3, and Crazy Taxi. Those are going to be my predictions and thoughts for uh, SGF Summer Game Fest 2026. uh, but yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are my predictions. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree, disagree, or if I'm way off. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your predictions in the comments down below. But regardless, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or comment down below. I appreciate any and all feedback. Subscribe. I stream on both Twitch and YouTube, so if you want, you can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/justagamerink, all together in word, or you can click link below, or you can watch me right here on, or you can watch me right here on YouTube. Just hit that notification bell to know when I go live. But again, what are your thoughts, predictions, and hopes for SGF? Let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, take care and have a good game.